Always magical. Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Who's That Anime with your host Stephen Collin, the Bandoh twins.
Our combined form of steam.
Steam.
I don't know. I was thinking like heat and water. I've got no idea. I'm out.
Uh,
Never watched the Wonder Twins.
Never the no, the only reference I ever got was Harry Bertman, Terminate Law. There you go. Take that one off.
I think I've got that one, and Family Guy. I think also references it as well.
Probably. Yeah, they were wondrous. The Wonder Twins.
Wondrous.
Yeah. So we're here still talking about Elfen Light.
Yes.
Lead.
We're talking Lidl.
We're
talking about 3 episodes tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Episodes 10, 11, and in between those we'll be discussing the OVA that was released.
Yeah.
Quite the episode.
It is.
We'll get to that though.
It doesn't quite fit in. It's weird.
No, it's sort of shit, quite honestly. But it's not very good. But I think we found that with the. I feel like that was the case with the Steins Gate OVA as well.
No, this OVA is like the best, man. It's just like Family Times. It's BoJack Horseman, like
Oh god.
stuff.
Well, kicking us off with the first episode, episode 10, is called Infant. And at the end of the last episode, we were back at the front door of the restaurant again with New and Nana facing off. Well, Nana really facing off with New, I guess.
Yes. I know.
Well, Lucy? No.
It is Lucy.
Wait. It is Lucy. Yes, you're right. It is Lucy.
She's like, I'm going to kill you, little fishy.
She does
I'm going to kill you, little fish.
She's got such good nicknames.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so basically this is all in Nana's face. It's like, oh, here, we're going to finish it off. And so, no, don't fight. And then Nana pushes her over or something. It cuts and she's fallen over, and then
Yeah.
Koda going, what's that noise?
Yeah, he's kind of oblivious to most things.
He's super oblivious, which is a good thing. Because
isn't this? I feel like it's where. Is it Yuka, like realizes that Lucy's not in her bed anymore?
Yeah, because she goes to do something.
Yeah, I think he's failing at cooking again.
Oh, he cuts his finger.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's failing at something.
Cutting spring onions.
And himself.
Yeah. He's does better than Nana does, but we'll find out that in the other episode.
Yeah, that's horrific.
It is.
But yeah, in an effort to stop the fighting that is going on at the front door, we have Mayu, who gets in the way and just goes up and gives Lucy a big hug. It's like, hey, stop that shit.
Yeah, and then she gets a mighty X in her back.
She does. She get like it's like she gets the Elon Musk symbol slashed in her back for some reason. It's like if Elon Musk was Zorro, that's how he would
How?
cut people's clothes with his
Yeah,
samurai sword.
samurai sword. Not even like
Yep.
wee fencer.
No, no, Elon's too much of a weirdo for fencing.
I don't know, man. Fencing's a bit more weird though than samurai sword these days. Like
It's definitely hoity-toity, or at
hoity-toity.
least it is in my eyes, because it was definitely done by people who had a lot more money than I did.
Well, like katanas or the fencing.
The fencing.
Katanas, I don't know. Anyway,
Oh no, I've known many a person with a katana in their fireplace.
and many of the people of yeah,
Yeah, weebs.
weebs. I don't know. It's true.
I've known many.
Yes. Anyway,
I've
so
known many.
she kind of starts the fighting, and then Lucy turns back to Mew somehow. Can't remember. And then Nana goes, "Oh yeah, she is kind. All right." And then the other two appear. Coyote. I'm gonna
What's
call
all
him
this then?
Coyote.
Kota.
Kota. Coyote.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, he appears and goes, What's all this then? Oh, Mew, what are you doing out? You shouldn't be thing." And then Mayu reintroduces Nana and goes, "Oh, she's my friend. She needs some food, or she stay the night because she's like me, homeless, etc., etc." Then she comes in, and they're eating rice, and Mew's like eating rice, and then she eats the rice, and then Mew kind of offers her rice, and then it does a wee flashback to 5 minutes before
Mm-hmm.
about something. Can't remember what. I only watched them today and kind of forgotten them already. Uh, and Nana's like, "No, I can't. How dare you? How dare should I apologize for Lucy's actions? She's the one in the wrong. She's the one in the wrong. She's the one in the wrong." And Kota, and it's just, all right, well, fine. Be like that.
Yeah.
And then what happens is she doesn't storm out of that. That's like next episode,
That's
isn't it?
maybe 2 or 3 other times she does that.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to remember. I feel like we cut away
Oh, are we not?
to the flashback.
Oh, they're talking to a flashback.
Well, no, like the most of the episode is flashback.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's all about like
Oh, the director.
the Kurama and Professor Kazukawa.
Oh yeah, that's in this one, isn't it? How?
Yeah, and they like how that happens and stuff.
Yeah. So it goes back to the island, and the director essentially reminiscing of him getting chewed out by his big boss. Then knocks over a photo and goes, "I ain't, ain't going to get this person." And then they do a flashback and shows his life story, how he got into the business.
How Kazukawa was like, "Hey, you should come and work on this project that my father has me working on. This is like fresh out of university," and he's like, "Nah, I don't wanna," and he does it. So
He does it because we'll change mankind.
yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe not for the best, but yeah, it'll do it.
He didn't say for the best.
He didn't. You're right. It was not technically false advertising. He just claimed that it would change things.
And he wasn't wrong.
No, he was not. He
Uh,
was not wrong.
so they're kind of working away, shooting bullets at the dudes. Uh, um, And then one escapes because he's like, "Oh, well, maybe we shouldn't do these torturous tests on them. Instead, maybe work out how they're all just spawning in this one place."
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't torture them.
Yeah.
These things that can murder us quite easily when they get mad.
Oh, but they're monsters.
They are.
Monsters. Because, when they turn 3, they kill the parents, and then they just go on a murder rampage. Yeah, that's...
There's a lot of 3-year-olds killing their parents in this one, and random strangers.
Yeah. And then one breaks out and touches them with the hands.
That's right.
Touches the director and his assistant.
It does come to the door holding a person's head. It's like, oh, hey.
I should thank you.
And he's like, yeah, and he's like, oh, fuck.
And then the son takes a
Kazukawa
fucking shotguns her in the head, or rifles her in the head.
Yeah. Head explode.
Mm. I think
So she's dead now.
Yeah. So, and then it kind of fast forwards
to the birth of his child.
Well, fast forwards to the birth of his the other person's child, who has horns.
Oh, that's right.
And he's like, right,
yes.
You got to kill her because but she's hers. She's my daughter. I can't be doing that. No, we got to kill her. I'll go and do it.
Yep,
it's fine.
It's fine. And I like there's a bit in this where the person's like, you don't have to offer to murder all the children.
Yeah.
It's just kind of it's like either he's enjoying this or he's taking on a lot of burden.
Yeah. And then there's also another scene where it's like 4 years ago, this child, and like they hunt them down. Or was that next episode? Because they all merge.
It all merges together
horribly.
I mean, let's just stick with the high level in this one. He's murdering kids, and then he gets a taste of his own medicine when it turns out that his wife is struggling through labor, and his daughter is born a monster.
Yeah, she had cervical cancer or something.
Yes, and they gave her a hysterectomy after the after the birth.
The C-section.
She's stabilized, sort of.
Yeah. And then he got up, looked at her. Ah, shit! She's got horns. Going to have to kill her now. And the wife was like, "No, you can't be doing that. What are you doing? What the fuck?" Ah.
Yeah.
And then she kind of collapses. And he's like, "Oh shit!" And the doctor's like, "Yeah, she shouldn't have done all that. That was a bit strenuous for her, like right after her operation."
Please, if you could refrain from telling her that you're going to murder her newly born child.
Yeah.
That was clearly too much for her in her current state. And he's like, yeah, you're probably right. Anyway.
Yeah, so she's kind of got internal bleeding, and then he goes at it again, looking at, oh, where's my daughter? Oh, in the nursery. Oh, okay. So he goes to the nursery. And he's going to kill.
I do like how he does that as well. He's like, oh yeah, you're right. Anyway, where's the baby?
Yeah, pretty much. And he goes to the nursery and tries to kill the baby again. When his wife appears, somehow
bleeding
everywhere, just all the blood.
Yeah, just don't fucking do it.
Yeah, I can't have another one now. This will be our only daughter. You can't kill her. You can't kill her. God damn it! And then she kind of bleeds out in his arms. She
just dies.
And he's like, "Fine, I won't kill the daughter." But
that's probably about the same level of emotion he does give it. He's like, I guess. Yeah. I guess I won't do it.
Yeah.
You know.
And I believe he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah.
His daughter is called Mariko.
Mariko, yeah. who is number 35.
Yeah, and it was of course born a diclonius, and I suppose at this point this is where we also start to find out the fact that Lucy is the original, like she's the source of this all, like all the other ones that were born, and as a result of the infection, were born from her infecting those people.
Yeah, I think potentially. Anyway,
Yeah,
and the son basically gets jealous of Kurumi.
Kurama. Close. Yep.
Kuruma.
Kuruma.
Kurumba.
Kuruma. Yeah,
Kurumba.
that guy.
Anyway, he's gets jealous of him because he's worked out how they bred just by going, oh, these two people, we both got touched. It must be this.
It must be. I was a fool not to see it.
Yeah. And then the other guy was like, well, I'm going to do my research in the virus somewhere else. See ya. Bye.
Peace out.
Yeah. And that's like that bit.
I think that's the end of the flashbacks, because then we kind of cut back to the house for a little bit to see that things have kind of calmed down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that.
Nobody's trying to kill each other anymore.
Yeah. Nana's committing to herself, thinking she's happy. Or was that the next episode? There's things that are happening.
But we do, after we kind of go back to the house and everything's sort of okay, we cut to present day Science Mountain, and we get to open the big doors to find the new daughter.
No.
Yeah, that's how this episode ends. Because I remember thinking, holy shit, you're going to end this episode and now you're going to go and make me watch this OVA that talks about some bullshit for a half hour, only for me to get back to the story again in episode 11. I was quite frustrated.
You didn't have to watch it. But you were so excited about it. Oh, brushes his point.
I have it on the disc. We might as well watch it. Yeah, so like they kind of walk in towards the big vault that number 35 is kept in, and they open the first of the two doors, and you see loads of arms.
Yeah, you get to see the arms. They actually manifest.
They're actually, yeah, they're there. They're very powerful, and there are many.
And you find out she's the third generation.
Yes. She has 26 vectors, I think, is how many that she has.
Something like that, yeah.
It's a lot of vectors.
A lot of them. There's a lot of hands, and they can stretch 11 meters.
Which is a significant improvement over the 2 meters that Lucy can manage. So.
Yep, and the 3 meters that the other one can. No.
Yep. Nana can do a bit better.
Yeah.
But not 11 meters good.
No.
So, and I think that's the bit where they're like, and now it's time to unleash this thing.
Yeah, and it's I think it ends there.
Yeah, it does.
It's an episode that explains some stuff.
Yeah, I think some of it's a bit hand wavy.
And the whole hand's hand wavy. Literally invisible hands waving everywhere.
That's true. It's very true. I did like the end scene of seeing 35's hands, the vectors. That was quite cool.
Yeah.
What do you rate this one then, do you think?
I'm sure we missed a lot out of it. There's no...
I think we talked about the main selling points.
People did stuff this is how things happened. And then the
We-
big spooky arm person in a
Yeah.
big tomb.
Yeah, we got from A to B successfully, and I think hit all the major points.
Okay.
It's all we really need to do.
Alright, if you insist. Like I say, I've forgotten about it, so I'm going to say I'll give it a 6 because it's not that noteworthy.
Yeah, I don't think it's that noteworthy either. I think the only really interesting bit I think is the last, like the background and stuff like that's fairly interesting, but it's not all that great. But seeing number 35 is kind of cool. So
Yeah, number 35.
so mixing things up, of course, we're not going to go and talk about episode 11 now. we're going to go and talk about episode 10 and a half.
Yeah, the family values episode.
In the Passing Rain, or How Can a Girl Have reached such feelings? In the Passing Rain, I think, is the name I've seen most commonly referred to.
Passing feelings?
I don't know. It's the whole episode title apparently is In the Passing Rain, or How Can a Girl Have Reached Such Feelings? But there's also the German translation, which I think is Regenshower, which is rain shower.
Alright. Well, certainly an episode.
Yeah.
So this one here, we get into Nana needs to find a way to make herself useful to stay in the household.
Yep. Because any good harem requires work to be done.
Oh well, they've got to keep the upkeep of it.
I like that he was supposed to do that himself originally,
Yeah,
and now I don't know that he actually does any work.
he does something because he says everyone does something here.
Yeah, I'm debating what it is that he does though, other than cuts himself or is told that he's bad at cooking.
He lords over everyone.
He does do that, yeah.
He's the lord of the manor. Anyway, so yeah, basically Nana's got to find her place in the household. So Mayu's like showing her how to do some cooking, and she burns something in the frying pan. And it's, oh no, I set it on fire. Take out the gas. Take out the gas. Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. How about trying chopping this cabbage? Oh yes, I should be able to chop the cabbage. And she's like, meat cleaver it. It's like cuts into the chopping board, and then her arms popped off.
Yeah, and nearly cuts Mayu somewhere unpleasant. As she is utterly horrified at the existence of that knife and blade so close to her.
Very close. Tears her,
very.
Tears her dress.
It does.
Yeah.
But
it's not easy.
so they kind of give up on that, and they eventually make food, and then Kota and New, is it New? Yeah, come back.
And Yuki.
And Yuki, not Yuki.
Yeah, Yuki
is it Yuki?
Yeah, all three of them come back. Yuka. Yeah.
And I do like the fact that the whole conversation of them coming back is done in the background, while Nana's going like this, head and hands, and then Kota comes in and goes, "Oh, something smells burned." It's the first thing he says as soon as he comes in. It's just it's so funny.
Yeah, that's how the smoke works.
It's a very good delivery.
The last episode, I think, he says, right, now there's 6 of us, we should all go to this place. And they all like, what? Just because there's 6 of us? Yeah, we should do that. Anyway, coming back to this one. Yeah, so they're talking about the fact that she's burnt the food and all that, and then he says something, and she's like, fine, I won't stay here, goodbye.
Yeah, this place is stupid anyway.
Yeah. And then they talk her down out of it.
Maybe you should just like try and clean
with
New. Like she'll and New does the thing where she like puts the cleaning cloth on the ground and just goes runs up and down the halls over and over and over, stopping at the steps. turning around and going back. And of course, Nana's like, well, I can do that shit.
Yeah, I
That
can't.
should be easy.
I won't be beaten by Lucy. How dare she beat me?
Nope.
And Maya's like, I don't think that's the point. It's not the point.
Nope.
But
It's not a competition.
she's
It's like, I'll defeat her. That's what I'll do. It's like, no, don't do that. Just do things normally, please.
yeah. So she cleans and falls off the stairs, and all the arms pops off, and Miu's like, what? Arms popping off? What the hell? And there's a leg there, and then she just kind of crawls up to her. And,
it's
and
a
creepy...
pretty good scene of her crawling.
Yeah. And
it's Japanese horror of her just like grabbing and slowly, one arm at a time, just dragging herself. And she like drags herself up the stairs, pulls her face up that's covered in blood coming out of her nose, actually, sorry.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, give me back my leg.
I think she just says, give me back my leg. In like the most
It's so
creepiest
good.
voice. And then New's kind of like
It's very
freaked out
funny.
by it.
It's very good.
Yeah. And then they go off to clean some glass on the door. Where she vigorously tries to clean a dark spot, which I think is probably on the opposite side of the glass.
I thought that too.
And then she falls through the door, smashing all the glass. And then
She does. Face first.
yeah. And I think she says something, well, that's the other side dirty now. You can clean that side, Moo. And then Yuka...
I like that Mayu comes... Yuka comes out and is like, oh, what happened? You're bleeding. Yeah.
It's fine.
Stupid door.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's alright. It
Got
doesn't,
this.
doesn't matter. I got this. No. We need to clean them up. Right. She goes away, and he goes, oh, can you clean up that mess that she's made?
Then we can have dessert.
Snacks.
Or snacks. She's like, haha, excellent. And it turns out to be these little bird biscuits.
Bird biscuits. Yeah.
That they both get and are finding very delicious. But of course, Kota gets up on his high horse and starts like berating Nana about her inability to be
Good.
because she's like, I don't like cleaning.
Yeah.
He's like, well, go fuck yourself, get out of my house.
Yeah. Stop being so selfish, Nana.
Yep. And she's like, fine, this place sucks.
Yeah.
And she just leaves.
Just goes leaves and wanders down to the beach.
I suppose we should say is that they've been trying to give her a present this whole time because that's one of the things they were out doing, but they have been unable to do so because Kota's like, nah, she's been shitty. Don't give her it.
Something like that, yeah. And then, so she gets to the beach and meets Banjo Kazooie.
Bandoh, like, I'd like to run something past you as a theory here, which I think is incredible, because she finds him because he's yelling at someone for littering on the beach and he's about to murder them.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, how far has he fallen? It's like, well, he's hanging out on the beach, which I guess is fair. But then it occurred to me that I think the reason he's cleaning up the beach is so that if Lucy does come back, she doesn't have shit to throw at him.
Yeah, he states that later, yeah.
But like, because he's kind of doing it offhandedly later on. Because I was like, immediately, I was like, oh, he's doing that to like, make sure he's safe because he's actually learned something.
Yeah.
Aww.
He's learned something.
Character growth.
Yeah, and then Nana he's eating like some melon bread or something that's like
Melon bread that's
shit.
sticking to the roof of his mouth.
Shitty melon bread. And then she comes along and goes, hey, how's it going? And then they have a wee chat and it goes, oh, you found her? And he's like, oh, Lizzie. Oh, no, I haven't found her.
Nope.
Honest. Looks
Definitely haven't.
looking sus, as the cool kids say.
As the kids say.
Yeah.
Yeah, as the kids say.
And
Looking totally sus.
yeah, it backs away and he's like, you got to tell me where she is, like. And it's like, alright, I'll bring her down here later.
Yep.
And then off she goes back to the house, and then she apologizes,
great.
and then
She apologizes and then's like, we're going to go for a walk.
yeah, we're just gonna go for. Kota also apologizes, I think.
He does. He says he came out. He like was a little hot headed. He's sorry.
Yeah,
So
he's sorry too. Uh, is this the episode where you could get jealous of Mayu?
oh, the one where she has the weird like hair erection spider sense.
Yeah. And because Mayu says something,
Uh,
"Oh, you're awesome, Kona. I like you." And she's like, "Yeah." Weird ass choices there. Anyway,
I think you might be right. Actually,
yeah,
that is a really fucking wild choice.
that's a weird thing in this. And then yeah, so Nana takes my Mew out for a walk, and then they're walking along through like some uh area with slippery stones. Nana falls over, and Mew goes, "Ah, no, no," and then Mew also falls over, and she's like, "Oh no, Mew!" And then the rain comes on because it starts to rain quite heavily, and then they go into a cave shelter tiny bit.
Yep.
And then Mew starts having like weird dreams of how she got captured. As
Yeah, that's right.
she was able to make another friend much later in life.
That's right.
I think they were maybe middle. She was, I think, middle school, going by the uniforms colors that I understand
Yeah.
of Japanese uniform colors, which I don't understand very much.
Ah, okay.
I don't.
Yeah,
Could be.
they're friends and are hiding
Yeah.
from someone that will be coming
No, police. I think because I think she did kill someone.
because she did a murder.
She did a murder, and then the other person was like, "Oh yeah, no, I really like you, so it's cool." And then there's some big talk about you'll still remember me in a few years, you won't you? Because I'm going to hand myself into the police. And then there's a bit of a romance thing going, and then
Yeah.
lights go on, and Mew's taking her hat off that she had in the flashbacks.
Yeah.
This is the stupid bit. This is like the fucking stupidest. There might be scientists,
Okay.
but they put the hat on. She takes the hat and says, "Oh, I'll never forget you. I'll always cherish this hat."
Yeah.
And basically, lights are on and quoting Chief Man's son is there, and they go, "Right, we know who you are. Oh, there's two of them. We've got to eliminate them. There's two of them because one's wearing this hat. It's proof that that one isn't human." It's like what?
They're scientists.
They're scientists. They think good.
But she's like, no, fuck that. I'm not coming with you. But then a really clever one of the scientists / army men runs to the side.
Oh no! It was the stupid
No?
one. The stupid one that identified the hat meant that she was a.
That does that.
It says go to the side,
That's right.
and then the girl that has the hat goes, "Oh no!" and jumps and saves Lucy.
She adopts a bear scaring pose and gets really big and ends up getting shot.
Yeah, I think she throws herself at Lucy to move her out of the way.
She does. She does.
And she gets shot, and she's like, "Oh no! How dare you? How
How very dare you?" And he's like, well, you know, the only way to save this is like... And she's like, well, you better save her. And he's like, well, I tell you what, we'll do that. But only if you come quietly. And she agrees to it, which is like kind of, wow. But then I like the fact that they said it's like, you have to come quietly, but they made no such deal about that. So they knock her to the ground and like batter her about a bit.
Also love this statement. This bit where they knock her to the ground.
Yeah.
It's like she's got invisible arms.
Yeah.
She could just
Yeah.
straight up murder you from that position without any. It's you haven't restrained her in any form
No.
in her killing capacity. Well,
We found out later about their inability to use their vectors under certain circumstances.
I think that's just made up to make things a thing.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah.
That's a very it's a ex machina, Deus ex machina. Like, yeah, that's what that means. That's why that's happening.
No, that is what. So it must be this one. This one's the one where the director and son meet up in a cafe, and they're talking about 4 years prior or something.
Yes.
And they go
5 years. 5 years.
yeah, and they find a picture of Lucy as a child. So
Yes.
this is patient zero.
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it was a weird flashback.
right.
Flashback within a flashback.
And then we cut back to another flashback in the flashback, but it's much further on than that flashback. But it keeps cutting to like Lucy like passed out, and she's like, oh no, she's fading away, and there's a light in the corner that's also fading out to represent her ability to be alive. And of course, at home, they're getting very concerned about where she is, and like, oh, she should be home by now. This is really weird. Maybe they're just hiding from the rain. Then we get to the point where it's like, oh, we're in the future now, but not the future, but in the future from where the flashback happened before, but still a flashback from where we are now, of Kurama going up to her and going, oh, hey, thought you should know, the girl died. Anyway, bye.
Yeah, and then Lucy basically goes, all right, cool. Do you have any family? And he's like, no, why do you ask? Oh, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to destroy everything.
Everything and anyone you have ever loved, I'm going to take it from you. And that is the reason that she doesn't kill him in the first episode.
Yeah.
Because she promised she would never kill him, but she would continue to take away everything from him.
Yeah, and then I believe is this point where he's at the desk and his picture falls down and cracks. It happens like multiple times.
Yeah, it does. He's really clumsy with his pictures.
It's the same crack on it. It was of his wife and her being pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that moves from there.
Oh, I was going to say we should also say that Bandoh at this time is like, fuck it, she screwed me over.
Yeah. No. This is after. This is, I think, just as Lucy kind of regains consciousness. The family unit appear. Oh, there you are. You're in here.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, and then I think it goes to Bandoh Kazooie. And
it's like, God damn it.
He's just like,
actually, he says, it's raining. It's not so good for my suede shoes. It's good for washing away the blood, though.
Oh, that's when they were initially before all the flashbacks.
Is that earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. That's such a good line.
And then he's standing out in the beach and goes, God damn it! And then he just like the weird animation of like Yosemite Sam type style of shooting. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Goddamn rabbit.
Lunatic. Total lunatic.
And then the director appears behind him.
He does. Because he's got a is this the broken arm bit?
No. I think
or is that the next one?
I think the director. Yeah, I think that's the next one because this is kind of like both 10 and 11 get merged together a bit.
Yeah, this is essentially an episode that does not matter at all.
Yeah, but it's great. Great episode.
Super great.
It's great. It's stupid. Also, I like Bandoh's voice acting in this. I think they might have a different voice actor for him.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's a different voice actor or they just give him better lines to say. It's probably better lines to say because he isn't such an awkward.
He's not quite as intolerable.
Yeah, he's not. It's not as awkwardly delivering lines as he is during most of the other bit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But then they go home.
And then Nana's like, yeah, I actually think I'm having fun. I like this place.
Yep.
I'm happy.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a bath with you now.
Yeah, and then she gropes her.
And I love the fact that Mayu says, "Yep, that happened to me when I got here first too. Now you're initiated." It's like, this is a fucking horrifying environment for anyone to be in.
Full on being initiated.
So you've been sexually assaulted. Congratulations, you're a member of this team.
Yeah.
Horrifying. Horrifying.
Yeah. And then they're just all kind of having fun in the bath.
Well, they give her the gifts.
Oh yeah.
At the very end.
Got the gifts.
It's all inappropriate clothing. For
well, I don't know if it's in. Is it? It's like
I don't know. There's like a
pink dress, and then there's a weird.
I picked this out, and then Lucy's holding a fucking purple G-string with a flower on it.
Yeah, that was like what the fuck? What's that all about? Why is that even a thing in the anime? I mean, why did that even...
I don't know.
Was that Kota's choice?
Possibly.
Okay, hell man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. That was the thing that happened.
That whole episode, yes, that was the thing that happened.
Nana also now says she's got a chore to do.
That's right.
Feed the dog.
Yeah, she accidentally almost killed the dog.
Yeah, it kind of just ends.
Lying on the dog lying on his back, going like, ugh.
Full belly. Like, I was like, Jesus.
Yeah. It just made me think of The Simpsons and Pray for Mojo.
Pray for Mojo.
Yeah, when the monkey that uses the speaking spell to talk, and there's like, Mojo, what have they done to you? And he's like wearing a diaper and really fat. And he types into the computer and it goes, pray for Mojo. As I imagine if the dog could type, that's what it'd be saying if his name was Mojo.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think the dogs love it. Dogs love overeating.
Fair.
I think that's where the episode ends.
Yeah, this is a kind of a non-event. There are some very funny bits in it, I will admit.
Do you think?
But it's not a very good episode.
Do you think all their eyes are bigger in this one?
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
I think their eyes are bigger.
Some weird sort of off-market animators drawing this one for some reason.
Oh, I mean, when was this one released?
So the interesting thing is this was released a mere 6 months after the end of the show.
Oh, okay. So this is just basically fan service.
Basically, as well as it's interesting that it took them 8 years to bring it to English.
What, the OVA?
Yeah.
It's probably the song that Lucy has at the end. It's a bit inappropriate.
The unnecessary clothing.
The unnecessary clothing at the end. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you rate it, Colin?
I like it.
I love it.
It's good. It's brought some humor into what is considered a depressing
It's pretty depressing.
and rough anime of how we victimize people, calling them monsters, and essentially they're bad for killing everyone because everyone don't like them in the first place.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? I mean, you're not seeing the errors of your ways by doing this. Is because just look at Lucy. If you actually speak to her,
yeah.
like, why did he start killing people? Oh well, there was these boys, and I found this dog, and then they violently brutalized the dog, like.
So I turned them into nothing.
So I turned them into nothing, and then it's the only thing I could do to survive, hiding in houses. So yeah, I might have killed some innocents in that, but yeah, there's nothing. And then I found Kota, and he was like sweet, and I was kind of like almost back on the mend until he lied about his cousin's being a boy.
Yep.
And then
so I had to do some damage to some other people.
Yeah, like the entirety of like his family. But anyway, that's not covered this week. That's next week's choice.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
So what's your score?
I like it 7.
I'm gonna go with a 5. I think the content, other than the laughs, is really poor.
What? No, man. Content's all heartwarming and explaining stuff.
To be clear, none of it is heartwarming.
There's more heartwarming than the rest of the show.
Incredibly, yeah, it is more heartwarming than the rest of this show. Except for maybe in the first episode where Lucy warms her vector hands on someone's heart. That's heartwarming, just in a different way.
I'm not sure she's warming her vector hands on the heart.
She does punch a guy's heart out.
She does.
Directly from his chest in the first episode.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
She does do that.
She does.
So yeah, like I say, that's a bit of a weird transition, but then we go into episode 11, which is it's called Complication.
The complicated matter.
A little bit of a complication here.
Oh.
A little bit of a complication.
That'll be an ecumenical matter.
No. An ecumenical matter.
Ecumenical matter.
Was that from Father Ted?
That's Father Ted. They got.
Have you been watching Father Ted recently?
No, it's just burned into my mind.
Just stuck.
I was just thinking about it today for some reason. I don't know. You know, sometimes when I'm concentrating in work and stuff, I make some noises, and it's been made that comments about it. And then one of the guys messaged me because I wasn't actually in the office today. Says, "I'm missing your noises." And I was like, "Oh, cool. I'll rig up something that'll randomly just spurt out random noises." And I thought that'll be an ecumenical matter. I don't know why.
Magical.
Anyway, yeah, that was. They teach Father Jack 3 sentences because there are 3 bishops coming, and then one bishop starts talking about faith in that, and he convinces them to quit religion. It was quite
stuff.
Quite a disaster. No, wait, no. That was Dougal that convinced the guy to quit religion.
Dougal.
And Father Jack ends up ramming this like miracle stone. It was getting a sainthood or something, blessings on it. That's why they were there. Up like the other bishop's ass.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I can't remember what Father Ted did. Oh no, the other one just died. I think he just got shot because he was quite old. So I think he went over. I think they were having trouble with the toilet, which when they flushed the toilet, it would explode the sewer outside the house like into a big geyser, and he was just walking over it when someone flushed. It's
oh god!
Had a heart attack.
I like the fact that it's like one of those common things of it's like, oh, what did happen to them? Oh no, I think they just died.
Yeah, they all died.
Yeah. So yeah, the last full episode 10, ended with us seeing the monstrosity that is number 35 or Mariko.
Just her hands.
And just her hands, but this time they kind of open the door up, and they want her to come on out.
Yeah, and they're talking.
Come on out to play.
And they're talking about who's going to how we're going to control her because she's like an absolute monster.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's maybe because you locked her.
Bombs.
Well, no, they have the chief scientist person who's been talking to her every day, and she calls me mummy. She says, "I'm going to control her because
Yes.
she believes I'm her mother." So they open the
But
doors.
also, bombs.
Oh, that's secondary. I think. I think they mentioned it
No,
after
I
she
don't
comes
think.
out.
No, I don't think so, because I think the effort here is that the sequence of events, as I remember it, is she's like, "Oh, come on out! You're looking so frail. Oh, come on out!" And it's like a young girl, the same sort of setup as Lucy had, and she like unbandages the face, and she's like, "Oh," and she's like, "Oh, do you know who it is? It's Mommy." And she's like, "Oh, no, it's not."
Yeah,
It just tears her in half.
yeah, yeah,
In a very graphic fashion.
yeah. And then the because it's not the director that's in charge of this; it's the PA woman.
It's the woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
I like that the other guy goes, "I told you this would happen."
pretty much. I didn't think this was going to work. As she says, "Oh, quick, hit the bomb," and then half the torso,
The best way. Yeah.
the torso of the lady just gets flung through the window at the guy trying to hit the bomb.
It stops him from hitting the bomb button.
Yeah,
It's such a great way to have that sequence happen. It's like, oh no,
yeah, yeah.
throw the body. Yeah, and it stops him from pushing the button. And the
For
the dude,
for
does he not go and smash the big button?
yeah, the torso of the button smashes the button, but there's like a comment. It was like, "Oh, I think she's too close. This can't be good."
Yes.
He's the smartest
Oh, it's so
person
good.
in that building.
It's so good, so good.
Yeah,
Because she's like, no, you're not her.
yeah. Through the window.
It's a very menacing line. Actually, the delivery's very good. Because I remember thinking, it's like, oh, this will be interesting because they'll probably use her to like manipulate, how she goes. It's like, no, she's just gonna get torn in half. Never mind.
Yeah.
She's gone now.
She walks out and she has like a big cable stuck into her. Wow.
She does. Yeah. I guess we didn't see from Lucy because she'd already escaped at that point. So
Well, I think that's because this one's always been a baby. She was like kept in there since a baby.
oh god.
She was just locked up in that tomb for like the.
Oh, and that's how she was fed.
Yeah. I think that's how she was fed. And then she kind of was able to walk out with the tube in her. And then it kind of just pops off and then she collapses. And that's when the mother fairy comes to try and pick her up. And then
Yeah.
basically goes, "Hi, mother." And she's like, "No, no, you're not." And
Yeah.
then she.
The guy runs and he hits the big button on the wall, and is like, "Hey, get in here! Shit's gone down." And then the scientist army come in, and this is my favorite part: is if you look at one of them, they do a barrel roll through the glass,
Yeah, the first one. It's just one little bit of that. And so they do.
just like one frame of him going.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That was pretty cool.
Oh, I actually burst out laughing at that.
So yeah,
It's really dumb, really dumb.
I mean, it's not exactly the smartest anime.
No.
Should say that I think she was going to go for the other scientist, dude, the smart scientist person, and the lady, because they were also in the chamber.
Yeah.
And
Yes, it was him that pushes. He runs away to push the button to get folk in there. I mean, she's sort of stood there not doing anything.
no, well, the bomb gets pressed because it's like that.
Oh,
that
it gets
point,
pressed after.
not after, just
Does it?
gets pressed before they come in because he was able to get away, and boom,
It was the other half of the woman that
pressed.
pushes the bomb button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's thrown and lying on the console, and she goes, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, she's escaped, and they still like, all right, well, pain, get on top of her. This is where we learn that when they're in pain, they can't use their vectors.
Yes, and this is where we find out about the whole agreement. Is like, you know, if she's to stay alive, this is how this is gonna work. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to let the girl live, she's got to have bombs in her.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the agreement from the chief evil man.
Yeah.
But also
She does kill quite a lot of the soldiers before they actually pull the bomb in her arm, though.
no,
Does she not?
No.
I thought she killed quite a few people.
no, the bomb goes off pretty quickly when she's down on the ground.
Oh.
I don't think she kills people too much. Anyway, so she's there doing stuff. And then it cuts back to the manor where Nana's got to find a chore because that didn't happen last episode.
That's right. That didn't happen. And she's like, "Yeah, this place is stupid." And you're like, "You've done this. You've had this character arc."
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did make it 6 months later after the show, so
Yeah.
they could have potentially put something
We
else
could have done a better job of continuity.
of the OVA.
Yeah.
So anyway, she's got to find a role. Doesn't have the same. I don't think she just goes into it too much. Says, "Oh, Maya's going to show you how to do stuff," and then I think they find they can't cook, and then also find that she can't clean.
It's almost like we've been here before, but yeah.
Yeah. And then
This is where she has the break. She's the breakdown though, because this is they put the. After that, they put the daughter into the helicopter, and she's going on a wee trip to help them.
Yeah, but Nana points out the aspect, the picture on the mantelpiece, the bookshelf.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's my sister. And then Ryu's like, "I'm sorry." "Oh, you talking about the shell?" "I'm sorry." And then she picks up some scissors and runs with them. Remember, kids,
She does.
don't run with scissors. Especially the way Ryu ran with them, because she had to point a bit up.
Like this.
Yeah.
Stabbing up towards the air.
And then it's like, "I don't know where she's gone. Maybe you should check upstairs." So the two girls go, "Mew, you upstairs?" Like classic children would do. And it's like, that's not a check-in, kids. You got to actually go up the stairs. And then he goes out into the garden, finds Mew. She looks like she's going to commit suicide by opening the scissors up like that at her neck. And then you just hear snip. And when it cuts away, and then he gets there, and it's actually she's cut her hair, and go, "Oh,
Yep.
I'm gonna be your sister. I'm sorry for her.
God.
She forgives you. She forgives you. I'm sorry." Type thing.
It's so cringy and awful, and I hate it. And I hate the fact that they then, like, explain it like a layman. It's like, "Oh, she's pretending to be her sister, his sister," and you know, and like, please stop saying that.
Well,
Like, just let it happen.
see, this is episode 11, right? And by the time you get to episode
Yeah.
11, your brain's kind of numbed from the show, so they need to do that.
Yes, a lot of things have happened.
I mean, it's not as mind-numbing as like Teen Titans Go or
Oh, I like Teen Titans Go.
oh yeah, but it's good.
It's mind numbing.
It's just mind-numbing. It's just like,
Yeah, actually, they talk about in the movie Teen Titans Go the movie or whatever it's called. Like they cover that quite a lot of how obnoxious those characters are and how difficult it is to follow it sometimes. Like my favorite joke in that is where they're like, they meet with the movie producer woman and they're like, "We're gonna make a Teen Titans movie," and I can't remember which one it is, but like comes out of the bathroom. It's like, "Oh, don't go in the bathroom. I totally wrecked that toilet." And he's like, "I think that's a prop toilet."
that was
And
Cyborg.
The director's like, "Oh, your friends are pooping in the fake toilet. That's great." And then everyone kind of does it.
Yeah.
It's just like every time it goes back to someone, it just gets funnier and funnier and funnier. And it's the lowest common denominator of humor. But it's not the pooping part that's funny. It's the meta commentary on how terrible those characters can be and how obnoxious they are. It's just so funny.
One,
I love it.
I loved one of the episodes is where it basically shows that they're like the bad guys over the hive. The hive were just like mind your own business. No, 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 no. We're walking down the street. Teen Titans go, and then they just get beaten up by the Teen Titans.
Yep.
And it's like entire episode of that they do nothing but they get beaten up by the Teen Titans because they're just the hive.
There's another joke in that movie where they've made it so that no superheroes ever existed, but then they go back and undo that. And one of the things they did originally was convince Batman's parents not to walk down that alley, so they wouldn't get shot. But then to remedy that, they just like throw them into the alley to get shot.
Yeah,
it's really dark.
And they had the.
It's really
I
dark.
think they had the pearls dropping as well. I think it was just after probably.
Yeah.
Was that in Justice League?
I can't remember. They also blow up. They like save and then blow up Superman's home planet, which is pretty good as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
that movie is really good.
The movie was pretty good, man. Did you watch the second one?
Yeah, I did. It was also very good.
Where they meet the original Teen Titans.
Yeah, the bit I thought was funniest about that was the fact that the existence of Teen Titans Go gives a level of anger to original Teen Titans fans that no one can truly understand. They're so angry that that show, one, exists, and two, has lasted so long. And then for that show to bring back those characters into that stupid environment and then be done with them again. It's just like nice that they brought them back, but also it's like, see, we're better than you. We're the only reason that you could get this again. Enjoy it while it lasts, because it won't last long. Because we're going to keep pumping out episodes of Teen Titans Go until one of us dies.
Probably. Or it gets old. Anyway. Where were we?
We were at the bit where
Mew is
yeah, she cuts her hair. It's all awkward and shit.
Turned into his sister. And then Yuka so happens comes to the gate and thinks that oh, Mew, that's cool. And then he says, oh shit, he's got he's never seen that look in his face before, and runs away type thing. To find that the place has been quarantined by the police. And I said, wait, what?
Incredible.
Those are the guys who were talking to Kota like in episode 1 and 2. I better go back. And then so she goes back, but by this time Nan sensed the evil coming. And says, she's coming to kill me. That other one, she's coming to kill me. I have to go to save you all. And she goes out.
Can we say though, at first she is cowering in a corner crying, and Kota comes in. He's like, "Oh, hey, what's going on in here?" He seems really not that fussed about it.
It's just an average day in the Kota's household.
Yeah.
Because
he then barges past him and leaves.
Yeah.
It's like quite right.
Yeah. Anyway, and then Mai explains to him that, oh yes, there's this other one, she's going to come and kill you, type thing. So she decided, rather than everyone dying in the house, she'll go to her, stop it from happening.
Mm-hmm.
Then Kota also leaves. Even though she was like, oh, Yuka should have been back now, she was going to get soda noodles. Soba noodles or something, I think to say.
Yeah, soba noodles, and she's like, "I'll be back. Don't worry about it. I want to try soba noodles."
Yeah. And then Kota ends up leaving too because it's like, oh no, I can't let her do that. I'm going to walk into this danger because I know nothing.
Hey, Mayu, when what's her name gets back, tell her not to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And also, Mew, you stay here. And she's like, nope.
No, I'm coming. No, I told you to stay. No, I'm coming.
Chases,
I'm coming.
yeah,
I'm coming.
no, chases him down the stairs.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I think there's another conversation where he tries to talk about the things, the horns and stuff. That was one of her chores that she said she was going to do. I can go and pick things from high up places. And then Maya reminds her, no, you can't do that because you got to keep that a secret, a big secret, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So,
Papa.
okay.
Nicole?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, because I think he and what's her name, his cousin, I can never remember her name. Yuka. Or it's like it would be really nice to know more about Nana. And then Yuka says like, "Oh, it'd be nice to know more about New as well." And he's like, "Would it?"
Yeah, I think I don't really want to know. So he's also come.
Would it be good to know?
He's also come to the realization that he says he feels like he's known Mew for a lot longer than he's actually known her.
As he has.
As he has. Yes. And so's not really Yuka though. She's never met her.
But no, that's true. But yeah, they now that Nana is, running off to save the day, essentially, in her mind, and Kota and New in tow, trying to find her. The helicopter lands in the city on the bridge. All the dudes get out. The whole city corner is shut down by the police. And basically we're now at the stage where there's some sort of showdown is going to happen.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, we'll need to find her. And Mariko goes, no, she's coming to us. Like, oh, cool.
Yeah, that's really easy.
Makes things easier.
And they're like...
Yeah, that makes things so much easier.
And the smart guy was like, wait, really? I thought she'd be running now. No, she's going right here. And then she's right in front of them. And it's like, she's like doing a big speech. Like, ha! I'm going to like save you. I'll take you down to save all the others. You won't hurt anyone. And then, what? How's that possible?
She gets destroyed in one. All of her limbs ripped off. All of her clothes ripped off as well. Because why not?
Yeah, limbs and clothes are ripped off, and that kind of where it ends.
But, yeah, it is just funny because she's like, it's like, I'm gonna do this. I'll use my vectors, and then it's like, oh,
yeah,
oh god.
She'd also mentioned that let's say, right, remember, we got to keep putting this code in every 30 minutes, or the bomb goes off.
Otherwise, you'll blow up.
She's also on a wheelchair.
She is.
Yeah,
she is.
So,
some Akira vibes.
Akira.
Akira,
Akira.
And like some of the kids in that were in chairs.
Yeah, one of them was.
One of them was certainly, yeah.
The other one was always in bed.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, yeah. So that's the end of that episode. Nana's in tatters.
How do you feel about this one then?
It's getting to the end. Getting some intensement.
Yeah.
It's like said, it's a pretty dumb episode. Some of the stuff that happens in it. It shares a lot of the OVA stuff, because it also shows her feeding the dog in this one, Nana.
Yep,
where
it shows her overfeeding the dog again.
I loved how the bowl just kind of filled up. She just poured it in like that, and the bowl fills up with like all the dog bits. It's also dried dog food bits, and it doesn't like overflow or anything. It just piles up.
No, it just kept piling up.
It's like, that's some magical shit right there.
Oh yeah, that's how it works.
I'll give it a 10. 6. 6 out of 10.
I think a 6 is fair. I do think the scene of her waking up is mad. Or being released, number 35 being released is pretty cool. But yeah, the rest of it's the best scene. Yeah, the rest of it's about meh.
Yeah.
I think a 6. I think 6 seems fair.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, we have managed it. We've done it again. We've gotten to the end of our episodes for the day, having gone through 10, 10 and a half, and 11, with only 2 more episodes to go in the season, which means that the next episode will be our last one for the season.
For Elfen Lied.
Yep.
Lied.
So, ladle. Which means, of course, you've been listening to Who's That Anime, a podcast about anime, which can be found anywhere where good podcasts can be found. Our home is at anchor.fm/Who's That Anime. We don't have any advertising or anything on this. We don't make any money, but we do like to talk about this stuff. And if people want to support that, that would be amazing. You can help that by leaving a review. Or if you have already left a review or can't leave a review, it would also be amazing if you were to maybe tell a friend and get them to join in on the fun. We have a Facebook page, that's facebook.com/Who's That Anime, where we post the latest episode releases and the occasional anime memes. We have a Discord a Discord thing.
Mm-hmm. Channel?
Yeah.
Discord
channel. Yeah, the word was escaping me, but yeah, we have a Discord channel. You can find the link to that in the show notes. We also have video versions of this episode that Colin painstakingly puts together. If you go to youtube.com and search for @Who's That Anime, you should find those there. Colin and I occasionally like to play some video games, live streaming, so you can find those at twitch.tv/couchfuel for Colin, and for myself at twitch.tv/hailpayman. You can also find the kind of back catalogue and archive of any of the videos and streams that we've done for those channels on youtube.com by searching for @couchfuel or @hailpayman.
Yeah.
And we've done it.
Yeah.
We should have called the bonus episodes OVAs for our podcast, Colin.
Well, there wouldn't be though.
I guess.
But yeah, I know what you're saying. OVAs, you can retrospectively rename them all.
I could do that.
Or you can just start doing it from now.
I could also do that. That's easier.
That is easier. It also sets a new precedence.
It does. It does.
But that
cool.
That would be an ecumenical matter.
On the plus side, that means that our last episode will be released the week just before, so the 22nd of October will be the last episode of this season, followed up by the 29th of October, which will be our Halloween bonus episode, which we will talk about in the next episode, about what we're going to be covering there. And then we'll be back to do another season.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be. What's that, season
12?
Season 12. Oh yeah, it's the Paranoid Android.
Did we announce that what it was going to be? I think we maybe did.
I think we did, like, a while back.
A while ago? Well, if we didn't, surprise, it's not Paranoid Android, it's Paranoia Agent.
Oh, I was expecting androids.
There might be some androids in it. It's been a while since I've watched it.
Is it an album, Paranoid Android, or is it a song?
Paranoid Android is a song by Radiohead.
Yeah,
it's on OK Computer.
OK Computer. Anyway, on that note,
send us out.
I'll see you next time anime plays, anime people, and that stuff. We'll see you later. Bye.
Beep boop.
Beep boop.